Sheen Shots.
Yeah, boy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Sheen Shots channel. Today we are talking about Zhorn's Glowstone Dagger. This is a really cool dagger that you can get in the Hallowed Marsh. It does a good amount of lightning damage as well as being a really cool light source that contends with a lantern. Now you might be wondering, how come I've never seen this dagger? I've played a lot of Outward and I've just never found it. Well, you're going to be looking at the Hallowed Marsh's map, and when you look at it in the top left corner, there's going to be an island. You might be thinking, oh, well, it's just a random island. Well, Outward doesn't usually do too many things on complete randomness. This island actually has the Glowstone Dagger on it. You have to walk all the way there through the poison water. You're going to want to be as close as you can to that location so that you can walk through the poisonous water, as it does slow you down and you have to slowly walk through it. High poison resistance and decay resistance is going to be a requirement. Elemental resistance potions and antidotes are going to be your best friend here. You're going to want to exit Monsoon and head towards this tall tree on the left side of your map. There's two trees in the Hallowed Marsh. One of them is the one in the middle. The other one is the one on the left. We want to go to the one on the left. Once over here, you'll see a pathway that kind of goes to the right side of this mountain or kind of giant hill that you have to walk up. Don't walk up the hill, go to the right side, walk all the way as far as you can until you get to the poisonous water. Once there, go ahead and put on your decay resistance armor and possibly the boon or anything else you have, elemental resistance potion. Put it all on, everything you can. You'll notice in the video, I didn't even pop my decay boon and I had 95 resistance. Jade Lich armor is awesome for this, if you happen to have it. If you don't have it, go ahead and use Silver armor or Jade Acolyte armor, both of which will work as well. You're going to want to make your way to the right side of that island you can see in the distance. On the back side of it is a ramp you can walk up. You can stop on some of these smaller islands that they left us, but in all reality, if you have to do that, you are probably going to die anyway, unless you have just enough to get you there. So I would recommend just maxing out as much decay resistance as you can, and then just making the slow trudge all the way over. Once you do finally get to the back of this island, there is these sort of bottom parts of the hills you can walk on that kind of can let you not get poisoned. Sometimes you will get poisoned if you kind of fall into it, obviously. But if you do your best to stay out of that water, kind of walk along the bottom of the hill, you can survive and not be in the water. After finally making it all the way through the poisonous water, you're going to want to walk up the hill. There are two trees or empty trees kind of hollowed out that you can walk into on this island. One is to the left and one is to the right, at the very far ends of this island. The one on the left end doesn't really have anything for us, but if you head through the right one, where you get to go through this hollowed out tree trunk that leaves sort of a bridge for us, inside that tree or hollowed out tree is going to be the Glowstone Dagger. This dagger hidden all the way on the end of this poisonous swamp just for us to grab, because ain't nobody else making this journey over here, I'll tell you that much. Just the fact that it is a light source is really cool as well. If you pair this with the glowstone backpack, you could have two awesome light sources. Now, this dagger is actually one of 3 Zhorn items in the game. We don't really know who Zhorn is. Who is this guy, and how come all of his stuff is hidden so well? And how come 2 of the items are in the swamp, while the backpack is in Enmerker Forest? It's kind of odd, but it's nice that we have this sort of hidden lore that doesn't really have an answer. We just have to question about this. Whoever Zhorn was, you can get his dagger, and this thing is pretty good. If you're looking for a really nice, unique dagger at the beginning of the game, as long as you have enough decay resistance, you can get this pretty easily. Once you're in the end game, this dagger is very easy to get because you have access to all kinds of armors like the Jade Lich armor that has such a high decay resistance. If you want to get this dagger at the very beginning of the game, I recommend going to one of the ziggurats and killing the Jade Acolytes, getting their armor and wearing that. It has a decent amount of decay resistance, and if you add it onto the decay resistant boon plus an elemental potion, you're going to be a-okay for heading over to this island. There you go, guys. That's just a quick short guide on how to get Zhorn's Glowstone Dagger. Hopefully this was helpful, and you can go check this dagger out and maybe play around with it. Thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one.